Hi everybody, my name's Sil and we are back talking about Rainbow Six Siege fan operators. Last week we were discussing Oak, which is a character I designed for the CSOR, the Canadian Special Operations. Literally just was looking at it and I'm an idiot. Regiment. Oh god, my brain. And we talked about our defender, Sap or Ava Davis, a character from Red Deer, Alberta. And today we're going to talk about the attacker for the CSOR operations I came up with, Sap. Sap is Mason Chaffey. He is born March 13th, 1979. He is 1.89 meters tall and 62 kgs big. His place of birth is St. John's, Newfoundland, D.o.B. He was born out on the island. He is a 3 armor, 1 speed attacker. Mason was an AP chemistry student who specialized in creating adhesives. He joined the military to further his education in a strong build. He was a physical boy and love of tinkering. He joined the military to further his education and get off of his father's fishing boat. His strong build and love of tinkering got him pulled up in the creation of CSOR in 2006. His unique gadget is a sap cannon shield. That's right, everybody. Mason is a shield operator. Dedicated shieldies. Extra thick. You know, that good stuff. Mason's riot shield is outfitted with a simplified version of the chemical process he uses to create sap, a thick purple substance that, when sprayed from tubes at the front of the shield, will slow enemies and amplify the speed of friendlies whose shoes are properly treated with a sap-phobic material. This system slowly refills its sap tanks over time. I have that, for some reason I have those words out of place. As Mason makes his way about the battlefield, providing a frontline tool to slow down enemy roamers returning to objective or to boost the team forward at a rush. If an enemy or ally gets hit directly with the sap, it will hinder their vision until it is wiped away. It refills at 1 charge every 40 seconds. He does start the round with 1 full tank. So, how the sap works, before we get into the secondary effects of the sap, is almost like a MOBA skill shot, like League of Legends, like Heroes of the Storm, like Smite, like Paragon, Rip, and Pepperoni. Uh, it's about an 8-meter line straight in front of him, just an 8-meter long, let's say 3-meter wide, about the length of an average hallway, or the width of an average hallway in Rainbow Six Siege is what we're aiming for. And his shield will just spread out this purple gunk. And when an enemy team member walks on this gunk, it lowers their speed by 1 class. A 3-speed becomes a 2-speed, a 2-speed becomes a 1-speed. A 1-speed, it's like they're dragging themselves through barbed wire. So it slows them down. However, friendlies who have their shoes and everything coated with a sap-phobic chemical mixture, they slide on it, and it gives them a sudden acceleration. I originally had this set as 1-speed category, but initial feedback I got was that would be too strong with rushers. But again, you only get the bonus while you're on the sap, so I don't imagine clearing 8 meters that much faster is going to matter when rushing a building, because 3-speed operators are already so quick that I don't actually see it making the rush meta for attackers any worse or better than what it is. It's not its purpose, and I honestly don't think it can be abused that way, because you only get the bonus while you're on the sap. Plus, because of the sudden acceleration, the fact that your character isn't really in control of their movement while they're on it, the whole point is you're sliding on it. And I'm here doing air quotes, right? So it's super slippery. Whoa, wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man, Rainbow Six Tactical Edition. But because of that, I would want there to be like a hard penalty to aim, for sure. Plus, there is a hard counter to the rush meta for the defenders, because explosives can ignite the sap, burning away previous spills, making it a solid hard counter for the defenders to retain impact grenades or nitro cells. Sap that is hit by explosions will burn away in 4 seconds, dealing fire damage at 15 points a second to any person on the ooze when ignited. So if Sap's coming in and he has an Ash and he has a Hibana and they're just rushing the objective, and he like immediately on spawn shoots out like an 8 meter line of goop for them to run in front of him and get that little bit of speed boost. The enemy team, who's already probably spotting peeking the window with at least somebody, throws out an impact grenade, hits the very tip of the sap, and suddenly instead of giving a speed bonus to anyone, it's just a fire trap. And those rushers are going to take damage. I think that's a really good hard counter. Plus, it would allow the defenders who do roam to not be punished completely if they save their resources. I believe Ella's losing her impact grenades, but if she were to be keeping them and she was roaming and someone's pushing the objective and she has to get back and she turns the corner and sees the sap in front of her, she could make the choice to hit it with the impact grenade, run through it as fast as she can, probably taking 1 or 2 ticks of fire damage, but being able to contest the objective. Right? Or if she noticed it earlier while she was roaming, burning it so she did have a pathway back. That was the whole sort of idea I had for SAP. Now, if the speed boost or speed decrease is too high, maybe reducing them to 0.5 of a penalty or boost, but I fear changing that too much will just make the character sort of irrelevant. His basic gadgets are a breaching charge set or a set of stun grenades. Primary weapons, he only gets the riot shield with the sap cannon on it. For a sidearm, he can take the the 9mm Browning, or the Heckler and Koch USP. Again, just basic pistols, nothing too crazy of a shield operator. You want to pick Sap because of his ability. Now, is Sap going to be better than Blitz as a 2-2? Probably not. Blitz is probably going to be broken for a while, especially where even though they're penalizing his hipfire, like the accuracy on his hipfire, Think is basically nullifying that. However, I think Sap could work very well with operators like Finka, or better yet, operators like Lion, who could let you see the positions of the enemies theoretically. So if you know there are 2 enemies over in this section of the building, you could go to an area where you know they will be forced to pass through, sap that stuff up, guarantee slow them down unless they take a detour, at which point they're funneling directly into your guns because you know that's the only other way they can go. But again, that's like high level shit that you're probably not going to see in like Bronze and Copper League or anything like that, right? That level of tactics or coordination. But for a competitive team of players having a good time and actually coordinating, I think this could totally work. And I honestly think it would be a lot of fun. I think the character is an actual delight, personally. What do you think, though? Do you think his sap cannon's too strong, too weak? We already have characters boosting speed and doing global effects. Maybe pulling back is just too weak. Maybe he wouldn't be picked over the other shield operators. What's your opinions down below? And if you have your own operators, put them down below. I'd love to look at them. Maybe they'll be featured in a video or something. Still out, everybody. Have a good day.